I still like that one. Hi, Internet. I don't know if anybody's watching yet, but Colin here as usual. And today I thought we'd draw some fun monsters and wacky stuff and take a look at some different types of mediums.
Some fun monsters and wacky stuff.
Oh,
take a look
someone's
at some
talking.
Different types of mediums. Fun monsters.
Oh man, I got to remember to mute those guys. Well, that was a great introduction that was completely ruined by myself, so awesome. Anyway, like I was saying today, I figured we'd look at different types of mediums and pencils and all kind of fun stuff like that and different papers, and maybe just do some fun doodles and get to it. These are some old watercolor pads I had laying around, and I figured, you know, I'd just go through them real quick. I think I have some papers left in them that we can play with. Hi, Peggy. How you doing today? These are back from like 2011, and I used to take this traveling with me. This was a little thing I did while watching one of my sister-in-law's soccer games when she was still in middle school. And like a spooky graveyard, which I still like this. I don't know why. Maybe it's the colors or something. But, you know, a haunted house. So, just old stuff that I had done years ago. I really like that right there. That shadow right there is nice to me. Even though it doesn't make the most sense, there is a window there with light coming out of it. Some unfinished stuff, you know. Just sketches and doodles and things like that are in here. This was done at Christmas. This is my wife. There's her head and her ponytail, and she was curled up on the chair at my parents' house at Christmas, and this is their space heater on the table that she was sitting in front of to keep warm. You know, I got a purple dragon. Thank you, Peggy. Yeah, this is old. This is now 2011. That's what, 7 years ago. So, just some interesting stuff. I haven't looked at this in years, so it's kind of fun to go back through. This, like, monk. I don't know. I think I found a picture online and just tried to kind of copy it, like, especially the folds and stuff like that. Actually, that's pretty cool. That's not bad, right? Dragon, like a smog-like dragon laying on his hoard. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh yeah, I really wanted to do this as a bigger drawing. Like, so there's a spaceship crash, real pulpy, right? So there's a crashed spaceship going to be here, and this T-Rex, like, destroying it. And then we got the spaceman, and he's, like, wounded. His arm's in a sling, and he's being rescued by some, like, sexy cave girl, you know? Real pulpy and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I really like the theme of it. It's just one of those things I need to do. I should develop it further. Let's see. And then one last blank piece of paper in here. I don't know why I do this to myself. One piece of paper. And I have an identical pad right here that has stuff in it. You know? But for some reason, I still kept that blank piece of paper in the back of this one. And I know this one's later. Why do I do that to myself? Anyway, that's a 56 Plymouth. I don't know. I just wanted to practice drawing cars. And then you'll see I devolve into just bizarreness. This weird fish guy. Here I was practicing doing some skin and hair with Inktense. You know. I don't know terribly about the proportions of the face. She looks super cartoony and stuff like that. But I think the skin tones are not half bad, you know? You guys tell me. And then, like, practice flowers. These I don't think turned out too hot. This kind of cool, cartoony zombie guy drinking a martini. I like it. I don't know. I kind of like the blue and the green. But again, I was just fooling around one day, and there we go. And let's see. Practicing with, what is the name of that stuff? And I can't think of it right now. It's not Figment. Hold on, I have it sitting over to the side. It's gonna bother me now, guys. I got to get it. Where'd you go? You're right here, aren't you? Huh. Well, now I don't know where it is. But it's called Frisket. And if I can find it, we'll play with it today. Although it might take up more time than we have. And that's where you paint it on. It's like a goop. You paint it on where these lightning strikes were. And it hardens. You give it like a half hour to an hour. It hardens up. You can paint over it. And then when you're done, you use your X-Acto knife and just kind of peel an edge. It's real gummy. And you just peel it off of there. And it keeps whatever's underneath of it pristine. So I just left it on the white of the paper there, but you know, you can paint over it. And then I think a whole bunch of empty sheets. So fun stuff. So I don't know. Maybe today we'll finish up this last piece of paper in this booklet. You know, something for fun. But I don't know, you guys. I don't know. All right, let me put these guys away. That was a fun trip down memory lane, some old stuff. I've also got, let me move my water here, a number of different types of paper. I figured it would be fun to play with today. We'll draw some monsters and stuff. This is a cold press watercolor pad, and it is 6x9, so the same size I do my normal marker drawings at. I could get the template and put that in there. But what I really like about this is watercolor tends to curl as it absorbs the water. You can't prevent that, it's paper. And it's hard to see. This is completely sealed. I can't open that. It's sealed with wax all the way around, except for this little doodad right on top, and that's where you can slide like a ruler or a knife in and trim the paper out. So that way it doesn't curl up. You can kind of see right in there's the opening. So the paper is not going to curl up. I really like this. So you can't really keep anything in there. It's not like a sketchbook. Every time, if you need a new sheet, you got to peel the top one off. So I still like it. We have this sweet, sweet toned tan paper. And there's some life drawing in there from, I don't know, models that aren't quite clothed from a figure drawing class. Male models, mind you. Let me get to a blank page here. But it's got this beautiful color that I like a lot. It takes charcoal pretty well, although charcoal smears a lot. But I just thought it was cool. And then I also have, in a similar vein, this is recycled sketch. Bogus recycled rough sketch. So this is just made from like recycled paper. It's basically like grocery bag material. This was a prelim sketch I did of, I think this was Michael Jordan. I did a picture for someone. It didn't turn out too well. But what's cool about this is that you lay in your darkest shades, and then you could draw in the light too with the white. It's pretty cool. But doesn't look quite like Michael Jordan though. He looks really stupid. But I don't think there's anything else in there. And I don't know if you guys can hear that crinkle. It's basically like an old grocery bag. It's a lot of fun. Takes charcoal real well again. And lastly, we have this. This is Art Again 24 sheets. This is black paper. I've just been playing around with metallics on it. Let me see here. Boy, that does not show on the camera too well. You know, these are all metallic pencils I'd used. I think it gives a cool effect. Oh, this is like falling out. That's cool. Some psychedelic stuff. I dig it. I like playing around with this kind of stuff, you know. I really do. But yeah, that turned out pretty cool. That's like the kind of thing that, like, my dream one day is to own like a Dodge van and get something like this, like airbrushed on the side of it. Oh, come on, stay up, piece of paper. And I don't think there's anything else in here, just some like tests. So, and then, so that's the papers I figured we could play with today. As for the pencils, let me move some stuff out of the way here. We might play with that black. I really like that black, but it's up to you guys. So if anybody's watching, Peggy, if you're still there, let me know what you'd like me to poke around with today. But we've got a whole bunch of different types of pencils. Metallics. I think they're pretty cool. They're all metallic pencils. They give a good shine, which I dig. They look spectacular on that black. We've got pastel pencils. These are old school. And you'll see I have a lot of Derwent stuff. I really like the, and I'm not trying to get a sponsorship here, but I really like Derwent as a brand. I think they produce good materials, and I like them a lot. So those are pastels, and I'm not sure if these are chalk or oil. I bet you they're oil pastel. Peggy, which set would you like? The metallic, the pastel? Let me know. Yeah, I don't think it says. I don't think they're chalk. I can't do chalk, you guys. It's like I have a reaction. My hands, they don't like them. I have, speaking of charcoal, tinted charcoal. These have a bunch of different tints in them. They're pretty subtle, but I still like them nonetheless. You know, like I said, charcoal's kind of fun to play with, especially on that like bogus sketch, the recycled stuff. The metallic set. We'll play with that today then, huh? We'll have some fun with that. Okay, so then we've got, starting to get into the bigger sets here. These are the Graphitint. And they're technically, they're not quite colored pencils. They look like it, but they're not quite colored pencils. They're graphite, they're lead, like a normal pencil, but the lead has been tinted slightly. And it gives a very delicate look to it. So if you're doing a pencil drawing and you want just a little extra pop of color, these are good for that. They're very interesting. I kind of dig them. All right. What do we got here? We've got the Color Soft. This is another little one. These are just more or less pure colored pencils. More or less. You know, they're slightly different than the normal colored pencils that Derwent puts out, like the studio colored pencils. Which, interestingly enough, I have to say, if you're seeing this box probably looks blue to you around here. Can anyone confirm that looks blue? Because that's what I'm seeing. It is purple. I wonder if because this Color Soft, yeah. This Color Soft color around here that the case is, that instead of a navy blue, that is purple, like crayon purple. So it's coming up blue on my camera. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, these are the regular colored pencils. Just a 24 set. which is cool. All right, now we get into some of the bigger, even bigger stuff. Bluish purple for you, Peggy. Cool. Yeah, but it's like, it is like, it's not even bluish purple. It's like purple purple. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, as purple as you can get purple. Like, if you open your box of crayons and pull out purple, that's the color. Okay, we've got, and this is one of the big guys here. These are the Inktense pencils. This is actually blue, so that's good. Okay, and these are cool as heck. I might have shown these off before. Hi, Bee Killer. How you doing today? Glad you could make it. These, they look like colored pencils. They're actually hardened ink. So when I'm doing my drawings and I have my Blackmagic ink here that I dip my brush into, that's what's in these pencils. But it's colored ink. So if you were to dab the tip of this in a cup of water and smear it, it comes out ink, but just in whatever color. Conversely, you can color it in like a colored pencil and then take a brush with some ink on it and cover the top, and it's going to ink up. They're really cool, and I dig them a lot. Hi, Bear Bear. How you doing today? And yeah, this is, I think, the complete range of these, the 72. Now, before I got the 72 set, I have just their initial like 12 pack that I got. And it's the same colors in there. It's just, you know, I keep them as like a backup if I ever run out of something in the big set. Pop it in from there. And they also have in the Inktense blocks. It's the same thing. They are an ink pencil, Bear Bear. And Bee Killer, thank you. The white broke. That irritates me so much. You have no idea. But yeah, this is just a block of pure ink. Color, you know, it's just not in the pencil form. So it's good for shading in like big swaths. Like if you're doing a sky in blue or something like that, you can do that. Very cool stuff. And what else do we got here? The Aquatone. Along with the Inktense blocks, we have Aquatone here. Hi, hi, Hypebot. How you doing? BeeKiller05 is now hosting me. Thank you. Bear Bear, we're going to decide that. I'm just showing off the different mediums we have to play with today, and then we can get into it. And then we can decide what we're going to draw and draw it. I already showed off some papers earlier, so it's good stuff. These Aquatones here are solid watercolor sticks. Prussian blue, that's a good one. You know, but yeah, so you can color it in, cover it with water. Like I said, we have the watercolor blocks or something like that. And yeah, it turns into watercolor once you lay it down. You can also dip it. And then last but not least, in weird pencil mediums I have, is a Prismacolor watercolor pencil set. Another one that I can never get this thing open. Oh, come on, baby. You got it. Come on, Colin. Use those Herculean muscles. Oh, I don't know how this thing was manufactured this way. There we go. But yeah, these are Prismacolor watercolor pencils. And pretty much the same thing as the Aquatone, just in a, like I said, in a pencil form. Now these, you can see even as I'm moving my hands on them, they have a tendency to roll a lot. So if one's on your desk and it gets loose, man, it's going off the side. But that's fun. Good stuff. Okay, so let's get into the drawings. So here's our mediums that we've got, you guys, and you guys can pick, right? And maybe we'll do some smaller drawings so we can show off a lot of these. We could do something water soluble, like the Inktense, the Aquatone, the watercolor pencils, or a combination thereof. We can do something in just like a pure colored pencil, like the Studio, the Graphitint, the Color Soft. We could do something in charcoal, something in pastels, or something with metallics, which, Peggy, you said you were into the metallics. All right, so those are our pencil options, and then we can try to do them on different papers. We have, of course, watercolor blocks. We have, like I was showing off before, let's see it here, watercolor pads, just plain old watercolor. Fill in this last page in this thing, which has been, had stuff in it for years, you know. We've got Tone Tan, which would be nice for a number of different things. That's fun to play with, especially like colored pencils and stuff. We've got this sweet black paper, which is cool. It's fun to do like the metallics and stuff on. I like that a lot. It gives a vibrancy that is pretty cool. And then these are good for charcoals, but this is like that recycled paper. It's like grocery bag paper. So you guys debate for 1 second. I'm going to have a sip of water in my Hershey's mug. Cheers, mates. Let me check the chat here too. B Killer, how did I know you were going to say Rachel Amber? That's cool. Maybe I'll have to do that. Bear says you should draw a zombie hospital with zombie doctors and patients surrounded by corpses. Nice. I'm into that. And Graphitint. Metallics look nice on the black. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's cool. So we're going to play around today, guys, for a while here. So we can do a couple of different things. Why don't we start then with... What would be a good starting? A nice place to warm up. I tell you what, B-Killer, you've been asking for it for a while. We'll do us a Rachel Amber drawing. Just more of a quick sketch today, guys, for these things. Just to play around. But we'll do them... We'll do Rachel Amber here on this kind of paper. We'll do it with like the Graphitint and that kind of mediums. And then after that, we're going to move into doing... I don't know. Maybe we'll try the watercolor. Maybe we'll do a zombie hospital type thing. And then we'll go into doing the black paper. We'll figure something out to do with the metallics. Sound good, you guys? I'm into that. I'm actually cracking a window because it is warm out, or at least it's warm in my house today. So let's get started. So, B-Killer, Rachel Amber, huh? Let me bring up a picture so I know what I'm looking at. All right, good deal. I like her earrings. So let's get out the Graphitints. The Studios here. We're going to use these guys to do this thing. Greg Walker, draw a werewolf? Sure. We're going to put it on the list. We're going to do a couple different drawings today, so we'll get into a werewolf. Maybe that'd be a good one to do maybe we could do a metallic werewolf. I don't know. Okay, so we got our Graphitint out here. And what I'm going to do to start with this, I think I have a pretty good reference photo here for her. Let me pop that up. And get the chat up as well. I'm just going to pick a relatively neutral light color from somewhere in here. And she wears a blue-like outfit. So I'm going to actually take kind of a light blue gray here. This is just called blue gray, so that's good stuff. I'm actually going to move these. I was hoping to keep them in camera frame, guys, but it's going to be... I'm really cluttered here. And let's sharpen it up a bit and just start with the vague outline of the face. More or less. And I hope I'm in frame here. Just a nice circle. So I don't know anything. I still haven't played Life is Strange. So tell me about Rachel Amber. Like, what's her personality? Is she sunshine and roses? Is she, you know, kind of a mean, snooty girl? Like, what is she like? So I know what kind of expression to give her. So there we go. The clavicle bones down here, and then, of course, she's wearing a plaid shirt. So we're just going to roughen our figure nicely like that. Go from there. Let's see. Peggy, I like your idea about the metallic werewolf, or the werewolf getting into metallic ooze. I think that'll be fun. We're going to throw that on the list here. Freddy Krueger and Scary Terry family pick in a different type of coloring. Yeah, that sounds fun. If we have time, we could do that. We can play around with it. Because that's what today is about, you guys. Today is all about playing and just, you know, just having fun with it. Max Caulfield after the... Just complete the entire, like, every single character in the game, huh? Sunshine and Roses. Okay, so she's happy. Girls and boys are cool and life is lame. Okay. I agree with your first two sentiments there, Bear. But life is awesome. I don't know. Think about it this way. You know, if you're dead, there's not cool art streams to watch. I don't know. That's just my opinion, you guys. But maybe I'm biased because I run an art stream. You know, life isn't always the most fun thing in the world, but I don't know. I like it. I like the whole being alive thing. I dig it. It's cool. All my favorite horror movies were made, you know, while I'm alive. Like, that's pretty neat. Like, not, you know, I know movies were made in, like, the 20s and 30s that I like, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I enjoy all the things I enjoy in this world, you know. I dig it. Life's pretty cool. And that's another thing, man. I love creativity in, like, all its forms. Let's give her those cool earrings here now. She's only got the one earring, is that right? I love creativity, you know. Like, Life is Strange. I've never played it. I want to. I do. But I like that it's just, I don't know, I like the creativity of it. Of just things like that in general. I think that's so cool. I think it's so cool that people do that kind of stuff. That they create and make this, like, neat stuff for us to enjoy and play with and stuff like that. I dig it. I don't know. I'm going to stop waxing philosophically here. I don't know what her facial expressions look like. I don't know if she would have a smirk or a smile or what, but... let's get those in there. Okay. Hey, thank you, Peggy. I appreciate it. I appreciate you liking the Addams Family drawing from yesterday. I worked hard on that one, and it was a lot of fun to do, and being on video is not something that I'm super comfortable with. So it was kind of just fun to get myself out there a little bit more, you know. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Am I alive before I'm in my mother? Maybe. I don't know. That's some philosophical concepts, Bear, that are way above my pay grade, buddy. I don't know. I should make a video game. I'd love to. So Bee Killer saying she has a smile. Good, good. I'm trying to get that smile in there. And we'll just move here pretty quick on this. She's got kind of sandy colored hair. I think the Graphitin might work well for that. So I know she's got blonde hair. You've still got to put in the shadows of that down here. So let's get that thrown in there. Happy little hair. And we'll just kind of work quickly here, sketching it out. There we go. And what color eyes does she have? If one of you guys wants to fill me in on that detail, because I am unsure. And I need a good color for skin. She's got kind of pale skin. So let's bust out. Let's see if there's anything in these Colorsoft pencils we can use. This might be a little too dark. We'll find out. We will find out. While I'm here. It's one thing nice about colored pencil for the most part. It is erasable. So all these like construction lines in the face, we can get rid of those as we work. Bear sounds good to me, buddy. We'll create a horror movie character. The vinyl edition, Bee Killer, is that of the soundtrack, I assume? Thanks, Bear. I hope I could contribute to your happiness just a little bit. I try, man. I try. Alright, let's get in the shadows here of the neck, the clavicle, shadows of the neck muscles, a little bit of shading up here. Let's move then into a little bit of blue. This is dark indigo. And we're going to use that too in shadows on her skin. I know that sounds a little counterintuitive, and it might be. We're going to give it a try. It's often good to use some color in your flesh shadows to give a little more life to it. If that makes any sense at all. Just shading with like shades of brown for skin doesn't often work out quite so well. Yeah, thank you, Bear. It has gone up. And vinyl is the limited edition of Before the Storm. Is that like the edition, I would assume then, Bee Killer? Like things will come out, it's like Call of Duty, super awesome black edition, super or something. Is vinyl edition... Vinyl is the edition then. Thank you, Bear Bear. I appreciate it, man. We're getting there. We're on the road to 200, baby. That's how we're doing this thing. All right, while I'm doing this, one of you guys get me, see if you can find me eye color for her. And I can start filling that in. All right, let's move on to Rachel Amber Skin Tone. I need a good, soft, pale. What do we got here? This color is called Storm, which seems appropriate, huh? And that is purple. That is not the color I thought it would be. That's okay. This might come out looking like a bad Picasso, just so you guys are aware. Love that color, though, on its own. Love that color. Oh, the soundtrack and the little action figures. Oh, cool. And green eyes, thank you, Beat Killer. You can start popping them in now. Let's get that going. Again, not too crazy here with the eye. I know, like, if you talk to, like, 10 artists, you'll get 10 different ways they do eyes, but I don't know, I just kind of throw them in. Little shadow, and then, of course, pupil here, which I'm doing in a dark blue now for reasons that I have not been able to fathom. And then this is fun. We can do the, I think it's called the scalia of the eyes in with a white. And white is, of course, lighter. Oh, brownish green. Okay. Green and brown. Okay, let's add in a little bit of brown here then. So almost like a hazel color then. That green-brown. There we go. Yeah, since the scalia of the eyes are lighter than the paper, that's what's nice about this tan paper, you can then color in the darker parts. Or, I'm sorry, color in the lighter parts. Alright, here we have some pink. Get a nice rose pink for areas. Let's erase around the chin. Like so. Let's get moving on that hair here. And I'm just going off some reference photos I have here. It looks like one ear, like one side is tucked behind the ear, the other side is not. So if this is inaccurate or whatever, I apologize. I'm doing my best here for a character I've never played or experienced. I'm going to turn just a pinch. Normally I don't do that, but get this nice yellow in, just a broad strokes bit of color. And it looks like her hair is a little bit darker than this, so we'll tone it down here in a minute. For now, we'll just get it in. There we go. Alright, and let's do a little bit of... What do we got here, guys? How about some of this yellow? Deep cadmium. Oh, yeah. That's a bit better. That canary yellow looks so fake. This is more of a golden here. This makes for, I think, a better blonde look. Enjoy your Sunny D, Bear Bear. Don't get any grape juice or, what is it, cola, purple stuff. And we'll leave it kind of brighter yellow in where the sun or whatever light source is hitting her hair, kind of in the middle there. There we go, and let's see. She's got that bright old turquoise earring, which is a feather, and I dig it. So yeah, let's get the turquoise in. And then it's got a tip that's kind of reddish, orangish, yellowish. Put a little red. A little orangish. Like so, and then let's do, with the Graphitint here, the blue shirt. And again, I'm just kind of laying in the colors real quick. We'll go in with even a darker shade here and define it better. You'll see what I mean in a minute. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is left like little chunks of lead. Let's dust brush that off of there. And then let's see if this works. A little trick. Crumple up a Kleenex. Could smooth it a little bit. That's not too great. Yeah, whatever. Did that work? No. Let's lay that in. Define it a little bit more here. And let's go in again then with a little bit of more pure blue. Lighten it up just a pinch. There we go. And then we'll go in with a dark and just make the simple patterning. Just like that. Yeah, there we go. Just enough so you can tell it's a pattern shirt, nothing spectacular. And let me just refine this edge. It's a bit too smeared for my tastes. There we go. That's better. Baby wipes? No, I don't. I think, Peggy, baby wipes are, they have like a moisture to them, right? Like how should I put that? Like, they're not completely dry, correct, baby wipes? Because that's kind of the deal breaker for me with this kind. If I was doing like watercolor, that would be one thing. But with a dry medium like pencil, I worry that baby wipes would kind of ruin. It would moisten the paper too much, which is bad. That's a good shadow color there. Let's get that in. Yeah, I just have a box of Kleenex sitting here, but yeah, maybe I'll have to get some baby wipes then for when I'm doing wet work, essentially. Just very lightly here. rest of the face. And then we can go in, if we want, a little bit of white for highlights. Tip of the nose. Top of the chin here. In the hair. Top of the ear. And there we go, guys. So it's quick and it's dirty, but there's Rachel Amber for you, Bee Killer. Hi, Zara 2015. How you doing today? Oh, I have blending stumps, Peggy. I have tons of blending stumps. The only problem is they are covered in, you could see the tips are covered in black, like pencil lead, and that's a problem. So there we go, Rachel Amber. Rachel Amber from Life is Strange. Done on tone tan paper. And that. Kind of a quick sketch, you know. If I had, you know, like more time to just sit and work on this the whole time, smooth it out and stuff like that. And you could definitely do that with these materials. But for a quick sketch, that's not bad. Not bad. So thank you, Bee Killer, for requesting your friends to me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Tone tan. All right, guys, what are we going to move into next? Are we going to do black metallics? We're going to do what, a werewolf eating somebody? Or a werewolf eating radioactive goop? Sorry, you can actually. That's these little things you buy are sandpaper pads. However, when I use them, it just does not get off in as much as I want. Like, that's pretty good, but even still, it leaves a black smudge, I feel. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. That's not bad. It's not leaving as much black. I can still see it, like pulling it down that way, but it is not blending it like as much as I would like it to. Okay. It's just kind of smearing rather than blending. It's weird. All right, anywho, we'll have to do that a little later. Yeah, Peggy, I need to, it does have a peel there. Yeah, we'll play with those here later. Let's go into, Bear says metallics, Peggy Bradford says werewolf. All right, let's do it. We're going to do that on the crazy black paper. I really want to play with this stuff a lot more. Looks like this is falling out. Actually, I'm just going to remove both of these. Same with this. That makes me so happy. I don't know why. And this is a scrap piece, it looks like. So I tell you what, let me remove that as well. So this is going to be our tester piece. And we're going to draw right on the black as midnight paper there. Okay. So, I'm going to get out the metallics. Going to grab a sip of water. Cheers. Bee Killer, all I'm going to tell you is I have a face for radio. That's it. You know how some people have a face only a mother could love? Well, my mother hates my face. All right. Enough self-depreciating humor, Colin. Get on with it. So I am going to start actually with the Graphitint again, just to draw in a rough. Let's make sure this works. Okay, yeah, I can see that. I don't know if you guys can. It's really dark, but that's kind of the point. So that's good. So that means I can draw on here and I will see it. So we're doing a werewolf drinking radioactive goop. Now, big decision time, guys. Our werewolf. Should he have like a wolf's face with the snout or be like the wolf man? As in no snout. These are the decisions I wrestle with all the time. Ugh, stretching it out. Oh, and yes, Peggy, thank you. Yes, I'm in my Addams Family video from yesterday. So God help you, but you can go watch that if you want to see what I look like. Da, da, da. I'm not sure how I want this werewolf to be posed. All the girls love you. Word up. Kevin, nice of you to join. Thank you. And letting me know I'm sexy. Yep. Thank you for telling me what I already know, you know. Hey Kevin, speaking of sexy man, I saw that thing you sent your family and friends, that Afghan or whatever, that you posted on Facebook for Christmas time. Right now, this is going to be a werewolf drinking radioactive waste, done in metallics and stuff. And I'll be honest, I am not feeling the pose of this werewolf here, so I am gonna... Can I erase this? I can erase, yes. I did not know how this would work on the black paper. So, let me start over, folks. This is the high quality content you come to my channel to see. Me drawing something, hating it, and starting over. There we go. I did not know if this would erase off this this black paper or not. Kevin, I appreciate that, buddy, but I'm good. I'm set without. Okay. Let us begin anew. Werewolf eating toxic waste. I gotta get in the right mindset, the Bob Ross mentality for this one. It's my world, and I can put a werewolf wherever I want. Let's see here. I'm gonna have him kind of coming out, and he's like enraged. He's got the rage of a beast inside of him. sprouting out of that toxic waste. All right, in all seriousness, you guys, I'm coming to a realization that I don't know of a film called Toxic Waste Werewolf that exists. And that makes me so sad because that's a thing that should exist. Toxic Waste Werewolf. Why is that not a thing? Does anybody want to fund the new film I'm going to be making? Oh, Bee Killer. It is on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/markersandmonsters. I do just regular videos that are not streams as well of me doing art and whatever. And that's where you can see that at. So that's, hold on, I'll put it in here. Boom! I think that went to all the different chats, so I don't know. I don't know, but I believe Mixer can see it at least, so that is good. And I think that link should work. Let's find out. It does! Good deal. I know, right, Bee Killer? It's sad. It's sad but true. Sad but true. But I'm going to say at least I don't look as bad as this toxic waste werewolf I'm about to draw in. Because his life has been ruined by radioactive fallout. Toxic Waste Werewolf. Coming to a theater near you. I'd watch that. Thanks, Bear Bear. I appreciate that. I did see that flocked Sasquatch. I want it so badly. Alright, so he's going to be like kneeling here in the toxic waste, which is going to be this glowing, oozy puddle. And then there's going to be barrels of toxic waste behind, and they're all leaking out and stuff. Yeah, no problem, Bee Killer. Like I said, you can check out that channel anytime you want, if you want, no pressure. But, you know, feel free to like, share, subscribe. Whatever you want, man. So, toxic waste barrels here. We're going to do, there's the lid. And they're all like oozy and leaking. Okay. And then what's his hands going to be doing up here? One's a fist. The other's a claw. All right, I think we are ready for metallics. So let's give this a go. And I'm going to start with yellow. I'm going to turn this here. Hopefully this should show up for you guys to see. That shows up pretty bright. That's good. This yellow has a little bit of a greenish to it, which is why I picked it to start. There we go. There we go. Good. Good. Bee Killer, I am an adult, yeah. Bear, do I look at Poon? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I'm going to go with sure. Why not? Next, we're going to move into, this is called Green, amazingly enough. And these, I don't know if it's the black paper or the pencils, but these metallics give such nice coverage. I'm not even pressing that hard with this green pencil, and it is just killing that. It's good. Bear, you got it, man. Go you if you want to make a movie called Toxic Waste Werewolf and you have the means to do so, be my guest, man. Beauty and the Beast, be my guest. Only if the theme song is like a jiving 80s, like Toxic Waste Werewolf. That would be so amazing. It's got to be like a bad trauma movie. Thank you, Peggy. It's fun. These metallics are a blast to work with. Like you said, you were like, ooh, I want those. I would recommend if you can get your hands on them, go for it. Because they're a ton of fun to just play with. I'm going to mix up the mediums here and add in some just plain old emerald green here. This is not metallic. And actually the colored pencils do a nice job on this black paper too. So that metallic is shining. This is duller, but it's still really bright, which is what I wanted. I don't think I have a green that's nearly like this. I wish they made this color green in the metallics. Would be awesome. Cool, Bear, I'm into it. Bee Killer, give me a minute and I will do that. If it's 2 girls, 1 cup, though, I'm going to be very disappointed. That's all I'm going to say. And no, no, let's not talk about that. The video I mistakenly aforementioned is there. Oh, God. Oh, the internet. What a place. Feel like it's very hard to see on camera, but you could see that metallic shine as I move the paper. Bear, I'm down with that, man. I will voice the crap out of a Toxic Waste Werewolf. Just FYI, though, is it a big deal if he talks like a surfer dude from the 90s? Hey, bruh, I'm the Toxic Waste Werewolf. All right, let me click on your link here, Bee Killer. Loading up now. Oh, Life is Strange before the Storm trailer. Okay, good deal, good deal. Two minutes and 9 seconds. I've got to turn off the sound here. I tell you what, Bee Killer, I will watch that when the stream's over so we can keep working on the art, okay? But thank you, I do appreciate that. I really want to play Life is Strange. Okay, Kevin said, Troll Hunter, I have seen it, and it is awesome. Alright, so this is metallic pewter, which is what I'm doing the barrels of toxic waste here in. Yeah, let's do this lid. Just throwing it in. Yeah, Troll Hunter is great. I love it. I'm laggy. Uh-oh. Let me check my stream health here. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that right now, Peggy. Give me a second here. Hi, Jared. How you doing today? Okay, let's get into this Toxic Waste Werewolf now. He is going to be in a ripped, of course, Hawaiian shirt because he's a surfer dude. So let me get the bones of that drawn in. He's got one good sleeve left. The rest of his shirt is just torn apart. And let's see, I don't know, what's a surfer dude wear for pants? Like cargo shorts, maybe? What do you guys think about cargo shorts? Jared, I'm doing good, my man. Like the Incredible Hulk. They're kind of ripped. Like such. Let's fill that in. Oh, I heard a donking noise. I don't know what that was, but it came from my computer. So let me minimize that. So I can see this pretty clearly from where I'm sitting. How's it picking up on the camera for you guys? Oh, I got another donking sound. I don't know what that is, but I appreciate whatever it is. Okay. All right, now let's get his metallic Hawaiian shirt put in. Toxic Waste Werewolf. What do you guys think? Should Toxic Waste Werewolf fight crime or commit crimes? Like, should he be a menace when he werewolves out, or should he use his werewolfism for good, like stopping petty thievery? Or maybe trying to expose the shoddy business practices of the toxic waste facility that dumped their waste and turned him into a werewolf. And then, of course, he's got some, like, he's in Hawaiian shirts, so like doodads here, pineapples, stuff like that, palm trees. Okay, let's finish filling this in. And then for the werewolf bits, I think we're going to switch back to the good old, just plain old colored pencils here. You know, Kevin, I don't know. That's for you guys to decide the backstory of Toxic Waste Werewolf. I kind of like to think that the toxic waste turned him into a werewolf. But you're right. Maybe he was a wolf beforehand. What do you guys think? But that is a good question. Maybe like Teen Wolf, his werewolfism is genetic, but the toxic waste just brought it out. And then if it's like Teen Wolf, we have to decide then, as a community, folks, how good is he at basketball? Because Teen Wolf, my friends, asks the big questions that other films are afraid to ask. How good really is a werewolf at high school level basketball? And then down here too. Oh, and my pencil is dropped. Is he a Captain Planet villain? Yeah, exactly. Or Jared. He was a classic That's hilarious. Was he a classic London werewolf that was turned into a surfer dude by toxic waste? The answer to that is clearly yes. That's awesome. All right, we're going to get in with some shadow color here. I mean, clearly that's the case, right? He was like a raging beast type werewolf, and the toxic waste turned him into a super 90s like Venice Beach surfer werewolf. He's still a werewolf. And now he seeks a cure. Not for werewolfism, he's fine with that. But he doesn't want to be this 90s stereotype guy that says, dude, all the time. What a story. What a story. Okay, and then we're going to get a little bit of toxic waste on his knees and legs here. Just kind of splatters of it here and there. Toxic waste werewolf, where are you? You're in Venice Beach. Now, is he addicted to toxic waste, do you guys think? Like he needs it to live now? Can we call him Hank? Yeah, sure, whatever. That's good with me. Hank the werewolf. Conan O'Brien's coked up werewolf. Is that new? I haven't watched Conan in forever. I remember he had like Pimpbot 5000 back in the day. Old school Conan. I'll cut you, man. Okay. There we go. This is definitely not the most detailed, but that's okay. And then let's do white. Thanks, Bear Bear. I appreciate it, man. I'm a pretty, pretty man. And let's do... I don't know if this is going to work or not. I think when he opens his mouth, it glows green inside of his mouth. Because he's just got toxic waste just pouring out of him. That's actually the biggest danger of Toxic Waste Werewolf. The rads. That radiation. Oh, it's so bad. He's howling at the moon, cursing his own fate. Let's blend that a little better. There we go. Thanks, Bear Bear. I appreciate it, buddy. I don't know if I need any glazed donuts in my life, but I do appreciate the thought. There we go. And then we need to put in some radioactivity symbols, of course. All right, let's get out the black. Go over it. I'm just trying to do this from memory. I think it goes the other way around, like that. Yeah, there we go. Good enough. Let's move in with then silver here. And just nice light coloring of these barrels. Throw them in real quick. I like it. Hank, the radioactive werewolf. Good times. Radiation radical. And then we need a nice background color. Should we go with more green or yellow? Let's go with a yellow. Let's try that. Let's just fill this sucker in here. So it gives a nice pop to the whole thing. Toxic Waste Werewolf by Colin Richards and the Internet. Yep, I'm giving you guys credit on this guy's creation too. The entire Internet. Ooh, that pencil is running low. I might need to sharpen it. Bear Bear, I like where your head's at with that barfing toxic waste that turns people into a Yeti. Because, yeah, how else are you going to turn into a Yeti? No, Kevin, no. No, Halls is a company that is akin to the angels in heaven. They can do no wrong. Please sponsor me. Hashtag sponsor me, Halls. The only waste that Halls makes is like sugary goodness. And what's something else that's good? Gold doubloons. And let's get a little black for the outlining here. Toxic Waste Werewolf. Bear, I like it. It's crazy and I dig it. Use this black to give it a little more of an outline here. He was a regular werewolf until he stumbled across some toxic waste that turned him into a surfer dude werewolf. Now, looking for the cure for that specifically, he can't help but barfing up toxic waste that turns people into yetis. Guys, I think we have a winner on our hands. Personally, I do. I don't think there is a network alive that wouldn't greenlight this show based on that pitch that I just gave. This is why you guys are the best live streaming chat crowd ever. There we go. It looks like kind of an old-fashioned-y woodblock print, you know? So we got to write this down here at the bottom. Toxic Waste Werewolf. Oh man, I gotta scan this one and get it posted on Facebook. Curse you, Halls! The Halls Company is nothing but good. Hashtag please sponsor me, Halls. Think of it, Halls. I know there's a Halls VP watching right now. I know it in my bones. But think of it, Halls. You could have this every week. There wouldn't be a person alive that wouldn't go out and buy Halls immediately after seeing the Toxic Waste Werewolf. Oh man. Good stuff. Hank Hill, the Toxic Waste Werewolf. Alright guys, we did metallics and we did it on black paper. So let me flip this up. That was good. Ash Williams versus the Head Crab Infected. Alright, Peggy, I'm gonna put it on the list. This doesn't go in here. Alright guys, what are we working on next? Are we doing a zombie hospital? I gotta get this posted up on Facebook tonight. Good times, good times. Are we going to try our hand at some watercolor or Inktense drawing? What would you guys like to see? The Inktense is fun to play with, I can tell you that for sure. I don't know. We could try pastels, although I don't really like them too much. We could do charcoal. Like charcoal and pastel I'm just kind of meh with. They're fun to play with. Maybe it'd be good to get some practice. But you tell me, do you want to see these things? Do you want to see like the Inktense, the ink stuff? It's pretty cool. What would you guys like to see? You let me know while I take a sip of my Life-giving water. Look at that. It's water. It's so good. Oh, yeah. A 90s style series of monsters now, like a Ninja Frankenstein or something like that. Or a Russian mummy cosmonaut. Nice. And Bee Killer says Hank Hill, like from King of the Hill, Hank Hill? I thought our werewolf was named Hank Hill. I'm so confused. I only have one eye on the chat this time. You guys are getting away from me. Kevin, I like your idea. I like your idea. Bee Killer, I like Hank Hill, don't get me wrong, but I think we're going to go into some crazy monsters or something like that. We already did what's her name today? Rachel Amber. So yeah, so let's do some Inktense stuff. It's gonna be fun. Hi Bear, welcome back. All right, let me get some brushes. Okay. Squirrel hair is good. Watercolor brushes are good. Good. This mop is nice and soft for that. And that's nice and soft too. Watercolor soft brushes are good. Zombie Hospital. You know, Bear, you did. So we'll do that. What do I want to work on? I want to do the crazy like mummy Russian cosmonaut thing on this. So let's see here. We can try it on this recycled sketch paper. Might be kind of weird. We'll do the hospital, and then we're going to do the Kevin's crazy zombie astronaut thing. Hello, Greg Walker. How you doing today? So, Zombie Hospital. Let's get this in here. And I'm just going to start with some rough pencil drawings. This should come together pretty quickly, which is good. Hello, Found Sphinx 2520. How you doing? We're going to do the zombie... I got time today, guys. So we're going to do the zombie hospital, and then we're going to get into the crazy monsters after that. So we're going to try to do this in tinted charcoal then. Zombies are fun because you can just go bananas with them, I feel. But this doctor's got to have one of those old-timey doctor, like, reflector things on him. I don't know how this is going to come out in tinted charcoal. So yeah, if you guys don't mind sticking around, we're going to do some more drawings today. Because we're going to go past 5 because I got the time. And I like hanging out with y'all, so that's good. So this Dr. Zombie is going to be ripping somebody's head open. Yeah, it's going to be one of those drawings. To get to the good, delicious brains inside. Oh. You know what, guys? If you've ever had human brains, the zombies are onto something. I gotta say, they are so good. I get it. I get it. Alright, so he's ripping this dude's brain open. And let's do the exposed brain. Yeah, look at that. That's a thinking machine, folks. The brain is. Oh, let's see here. Voodoo Doctor of Black Lagoon skateboarder or Voodoo Doctor. I do like me some voodoo. Am I excited to see the Toxic Waste Werewolf? Yes, he's the best. Audio drama first, good idea. Zombie Hospital. I think there is a movie called Zombie Hospital. If not, it was titled something else in a different country, but I'm pretty sure I've seen a movie called Zombie Hospital. But I don't know. Let's have his arm just like ripped off and oozing blood. And then we'll do some zombie. We'll do like a zombie nurse back here. And she's got on one of those old-fashioned like nurse-like hats. The cross. Her eyeballs coming out. Jared, you know, funny you should ask that question. Any way you could get him. So good. But yeah, it's like the Dr. Lecter style. Don't get me wrong. It's good and all, but man, is that a lot of work for the prep? You know? Figs and shallots and cognac. When the human brain is the easiest ingredient for you to acquire, I don't know, man. That's something not... there's something up with that. That's all I'm going to say. And this zombie nurse has a human brain in their hand. With spinal cord, of course. Let's make her curvy. With a short, tight skirt. Because, hey, just because she's dead doesn't mean she's not sexy. And there we go. And then maybe we can do like a little wheelchair here in the back. So we know it's a hospital. Stuff like that. Okay. Cool. Right, Jared? I know, right? We're all just trying to make ends meet. And you want to eat your human brains. And then Dr. Lecter's like, well, you should totally have it with cognac and fava beans. And it's like, dude, do I have time to get down to whatever market sells fava beans? No, I got my human brains here and I want to eat them. Okay, so this is the tinted charcoal. This is Mountain Blue. She does have good posture for a zombie. We're going to use this blue tint as a shadow. And it kind of reminds me of the... like Dawn of the Dead. I had a good time at the Living Dead Fest last year. It was good. I'm looking forward to it again this year. I always like that show. we're going to move on to green moss for some of the skin. Found Sphinx, my first drawing ever. That's hard to say. I've been drawing since forever. But if you mean that like professionally or something like that, that's one thing. If you mean like on the stream, that's another thing entirely. I think, what was the first one we did on the stream, guys? It was Legend of Zelda, right? So we draw all kind of stuff there, Found Sphinx, or I draw. I say we're all together. You know, but yeah, lots of stuff. The first drawing I ever sold professionally was at a convention, and I sold it to a girl who was like 7. She really liked it. And it was a postcard I did. It was a print of the postcard I did of Mars, Pennsylvania, which is where I'm based out of. Since everybody's like, ooh, you know, I live in Mars, everyone's like, you don't live in Mars, there's no such place. Well, I decided to make some postcards of it, and some young girl liked it enough to buy it. So my first professional art sale was to a 7-year-old girl. How about that? And I appreciate the heck out of it. I really do. Yeah, like I said, the first one we did on the stream here was The Legend of Zelda. We did Link. I thought since we're on... Well, no, that's the first one we did on Twitch. What's the first one we did on YouTube? Does anyone remember? Because I sure as hell don't. And let's try this kind of purplish color for some more skin. Would I do this zombie gal? Bear asks. It all depends. Like, how nice is she as a person, and what kind of emotional connection can she and I make? I don't know. I don't know a lot about her personality. And a bad personality is a deal breaker for me. What can I say? Also, I'm married, so probably not. And around her face area here. Man, so much charcoal dust. The Naruto. Found Sphinx, I know of it, although I have not actually seen any of it. Is it any good, and is it worth a watch? Because I'm always looking for recommendations of things. I've got to play Life is Strange. Peggy, I've still got to watch Charmed. Bear wants me to say sexy mama, sexy mama. There you go. I hope it was everything you were wanting it to be, Bear. Man, so dusty. Okay. I think I'm going to go with a reddish hair for her. Oh, that's purple. That doesn't work. Let's bust out. Let's try these pastels, guys. Let's see how that works. Oh my god, they're so dusty. Ugh. Look at that. This is, it feels bad in my hands. Gotta love a redhead, especially one with green, horrific skin. It's my kind of woman. Okay, that worked well. Let's bust out the white charcoal here. Thank you, Kevin. Random drawings that we made up. I can't keep track of these things. I remember one time we did the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That was cool. I really enjoyed the heck out of that. We did a... what was that? A Russian cyborg bear meets Michael Myers, that was great. The doctor is hotter than the nurse. I agree. There's one thing in life that I like. It's a dude with one chewed off arm. Has anyone seen the Cloverfield? That reminds me. Has anyone seen the Cloverfield Paradox movie yet? That's on Netflix. I liked it. I dug it like a garden. I recommend it. I'll recommend one for you guys. I'm going to watch Naruto Charmed. Kevin, the Police Academy mashup. Yup. Yuppers. That was a fun one. Oh, that's pretty down dark. That was darker than I wanted it to be. That's okay. That's life, guys. Sometimes darker than you want it to be. That's okay. We can color it over with this white. Are you saying, Found Sphinx, I should do a Frankenstein drawing? Yep. I will one of these days. After this, we're going to go into the crazy, like, 90s monsters that Kevin suggested. Something fun. Okay, she needs red lips and red brain here. This is why charcoal, I'm realizing, in pastels, not good for this kind of work, if that makes any sense to anybody. I think charcoals are better for, maybe abstract isn't the right word, but just different, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. Almost like a painterly style of artwork rather than a drawing style. Sometimes when we oh, and that broke. Oh. Great. All right, Pastel, you're up, buddy. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Yeah, I agree with you, Peggy. It's probably why I don't do much in it, is because it's kind of different than the style I'm used to, doing. More of like a drawing. It's there's nothing on that. Great. Like a drawing as opposed to a painting. Let's sharpen this guy up. He does look like a gorilla bear. I like to think that he was a gorilla who was also a doctor before the zombie virus broke out. And he's just, he's a gorilla doctor. He just wants to do his thing. And suddenly the zombie outbreak happens, and now he's needing to eat human brains. Well, I don't know. Because that raises an interesting point. If a human zombie needs human brains to live, does a gorilla zombie need gorilla brains? Or does a gorilla zombie need gorilla brains? Like, does he need human brains or gorilla brains to live? This stream, you guys, has raised so many big questions in my mind about the nature of reality, life in general. Does a gorilla zombie need gorilla brains? Or does he eat human brains like the other zombies do? Wow. Wow. No, Kevin, it's not. It's not. Super intelligent Dr. Monkey Crime Fighter, thankfully, knows enough to get out of Dodge when the zombie virus breaks. He's nobody's fool, you know. Jared Johnson. Do I remember the television show Are You Afraid of the Dark? You mean this show? You ever heard of this one? Jared, come on now. And I'm psyched too, my friend. I am psyched too. Come on now. Really? Have I heard of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Thank you, too, for getting the theme song stuck in my head. So good. Now, I wish I could show you the second season, but I don't have that yet. I order them kind of slowly. But I do have some of the books. They're like Goosebumps books, but they're the Are You Afraid of the Dark books. And yes, this is the crowd, my man. We should do some Are You Afraid of the Dark? I should do an episode on the YouTube channel of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Chilled monkey brains. Let's get this thrown in quick. Donk. I don't know what that noise is. I hope it's a good thing. Wheelchair in there in the background. Cool. Do I watch any of the Star versus the Forces of Evil? Are you talking about Star Wars? Because it wouldn't be an art stream without us talking about Star Wars. All right, guys, I'm going to call that one good for now. That is Zombie Hospital. This guy looks like he's a child, which actually makes me really happy because I want the zombie. They're like in the pediatric ward eating kids. That makes me smile. Oh, man. Oh, I know. I love that Dead Man's Float one, Jared. It's so good. All right. Now, we're going to do into pizza. Man, I love pizza. Enjoy, Bee Killer. What's it called, Bear Bear? What's the name of the show? Pizza sounds super good. All right, we're going to get into our crazy 90s drawing with watercolor type, water-soluble type things. So we got our Inktense blocks. We got our Aquatones. Bee Killer. Nice. Star versus the Force of Evil. I've never heard of Bear Bear. I will put that too on my list. We got our Inktense. 90s Black Lagoon pizza delivery guy. Sold! But what does a 90s pizza guy look like? You know what I mean? Like, what makes him from the 90s? Alright, so let's just sketch in here a little bit. Where'd old HB go? Oh yeah, that was Ernie Reyes Jr. I don't like it. I don't like it. Too zoomed in. Hey, bud, want to party? That was Spicoli. Okay. He's got like a ball cap on with his pizza delivery place. And then it's the creature. I have this image in my head that I don't have the time to make good now, but I think I might do it later. And it's, hold on, I gotta jot this down, you guys. I gotta jot this down. So maybe I'll do this another day. I don't think I have the time for it today, but like, okay, so hold on. I gotta get this out of me. So like, the whole image is like the back of a girl in like 80s lingerie, right? And she's like opening the door for the pizza guy, and it's the creature from the Black Lagoon pizza guy is there. Like a bad porno is about to start, but with the creature from the Black Lagoon. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why that's in my head right now. I have no idea, but just the image there. He's got like the pizza box. Like the Pizza Palace cap or wherever he's from. But yeah, with the shorts. The jacket tied around the waist. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know where, yeah. I don't know, guys. That just popped into my brain. Okay, sorry, I had to jot that down. Cheer, that's funny. So, I don't know. I need to develop, I like that a lot. I have no idea. She's got like the 80s lingerie on. I don't know why. In my mind, this is an 80s movie. And it's the creature. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I got that down. Let's move on to creature delivery here. So he's got the box, and I think the box should say like Black Lagoon Pizza Delivery or Black Lagoon Pizza. How's that? Black Lagoon Pizza? Jeepers Creepers? No, this is the creature from the Black Lagoon as a pizza delivery guy. Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I just have this image. It's like a VHS like box cover in my head. But that's how I basically see the world, as VHS box covers. I don't know why. I just do. Okay, should the creature here be wearing like shades? Next big decision. I'm going to say yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, shades definitely. There we go. Luigi Lagoon Pizza Delivery. Kevin, I have that. I just kind of hastily drew it, but it's that like that little skull, monster skull with the crossed markers beneath it. But I think we've talked about this before. I really want to change that, or at least make it better. So that might be a good thing to do on one of these streams. So there we go here. Rick and Morty. Yeah, I like Rick and Morty. I'm not like the craziest fan. I know there are people out there that are like mental about Rick and Morty, but I like it. I don't care. You know, I think it's cool, but I love the sci-fi concepts. I just wish it wasn't so like bleak. It's kind of mean-spirited. All right, and I'm going to give him like like swim trunks, like board shorts here. I don't think you're going to be able to see the bottom of them, but that's okay. They're just going to extend off the frame. All right. Humble Jim Bob's Pizza. I am Bear Bear. I'm looking forward to your shows. I think they'll be a lot of fun. So let's get started, folks. We are, of course, making the creature green. I'm going to pick up field green here. These are the Inktense pencils. I'm just going to color in some of the shadow areas. On the bottom of the sunglasses. And let's see. You have a project you want for me to do it. Yeah, I do need to get a better logo for the markers and monsters. Maybe I'll work on that tonight, I don't know. So much to do. But that's good. I like doing it. Yeah, maybe I'll work on that tonight. Okay, get that in. And then I want to lighten it up here with, what is this? Apple green. Let's try that. That's nice. Okay. No, present for me. Is it my logo on a blanket with your crazy looking face on it, Kevin? I thought that was hilarious, dude. I really did. Cracking my back. Never seen it, Peggy. What have you not seen? Tell me it's not the creature from the Black Lagoon, Peggy. The creature's actually my favorite of the Universal monsters. I like them all, I do, but I don't know, for whatever reason, Creech is just, he's the one I like. That's why I have that big picture of the creature signed. Actually, I can glance up and see it right now. Yeah, Kevin, you, my logo and your face on a big blanket, and I can hang it behind my my booth at the next Living Dead festival. Oh, Rick and Morty. Oh, good, Peggy. Good. I'm glad. I'm so glad you've seen the creature, because I was going to be like, what? I can't even believe it. Can't even believe you haven't seen the creature. All right, so let's get that in. Now we're going to start with our turning of this into ink. Yeah, Rick and Morty, I like it, but it's one of those that you just have to be, I think it's a certain sense of like humor or sci-fi or whatever that you have to like to really enjoy the show, but I dig it. I think it's cool. I like a lot of the sci-fi concepts on the show. There we go. That's getting nice and smooth in there. And at this point, it's a little bit like painting, just a pinch. It's a cool medium. I really dig it. To lay down the ink washes like that, and then they just kind of take over when you brush them. Extra water drip there. Let's sop that up. And I can already see that this is starting to warp this paper a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see on the camera what's happening here with it, but it's turning into like a painty material. Yeah, it probably is, Kevin. You're right. Black Lagoon pizza. Special on anchovies. That's how he opens the door for those, like, the lingerie girl in the other drawing I want to do. Pizza here for Miss Such and Such. Extra anchovies. That's what really gets her. The extra anchovies. She's like, oh my. Anchovies, you say? His arm fins here. Extra anchovies. Oh my. Oh my. And a good time was had by all. I always make the creature with these like ruby red lips. I don't know why, but I like it. A little bit goes a long way with this ink. There we go. Good stuff. And then we're going to let that dry up. So guys, what color is Black Lagoon Pizza's like logo here? I imagine it to be... We're going to do, you're right, we're going to do the anchovies. We're going to do fish on them. I know these look like Jesus fish, but I don't know how else to make anchovies look better. And then the logo's going to have like what looks like water and a palm tree on it. And it's going to say Black Lagoon Pizza. Good deal. A renegade mercenary group like the A-Team, but all gremlins. Like from the movie Gremlins? Okay, and the pizza box. It's going to be black and red. Yeah. I haven't seen Gremlins 2 in forever, and I need to rewatch it for all those wacky gremlins. Like the electricity one, the vegetable one, the girl one. Only in the 80s can the girl one be a thing. Okay, there we go. Hello, BO Megafan, or BO2 Megafan. How you doing today? Thanks for stopping by. We're drawing the creature from the Black Lagoon as a pizza delivery guy. And we're doing it with Inktense pencils on watercolor paper. There we go. Black Lagoon Pizza. Thank you. It is coming along. This is going to be where things start to break down, as I bet you that this ink just smears all over the dang place when I try to water it. So we've laid down the Inktense. Now we're going over it with the brush to lay down some water. And I hope you guys can see, I don't normally spin the drawings as much. Oh, what are you drawing for your art class? I miss art class. I miss art class. I used to love it. Mr. Cottrell's art class. Good times. Okay. Very cool. Patterns on the paper. Nice. Patterns are fun. What kind of medium do you like to work in? And yeah, Kevin, Mr. Good was awesome. Mr. Krupe, Mr. D'Angelo, all those guys. Good times. Okay, so next up, I want to erase a little bit of this pencil here. And that pizza area needs to dry fully before we can erase more. So what color is Black Lagoon Pizza's shirts? Part of me wants to say orange. Hi, T-Gamers Adam. Thanks for joining in. What do you guys think? Orange shirt or... I don't know if I want it to be black. That seems too on the nose, you know. Speaking of which, let's do the dude's shades. We're going to use, this is called Indian ink. Let's put it in. Colored pencils, cool. Hello, GD Cloud Fighter 07. How you doing? All right. There we go. He's got his 90 shades. He's ready to rock and roll. Get this pizza delivered. Let's ink it in. Thank you, Bear Bear. And BO2. I hope that's a good name for you. I'll call you Mega Fan. How's that? Or painting. Do you do, I love to paint. I don't do it as much as I want to. Do you do oils? Do you do acrylics? All right. And let's get that in. A little bit of black in there. All right, guys. I think I'm going to go with orange for the shirt, unless anybody has any other strong opinions. Speak now or forever hold your peace as the orange begins. And oil paintings. I love it. I really wish I had the time for everything, but oil painting is a ton of fun. I miss it. It's one of those things where, like, how should I put it? It's like to get better at something, you have to practice a lot, I feel. And like it's so hard to like switch then. It's like, oh, now I'm going to work on oils. It's like unless I have the time to really like dedicate to it, it's very hard to get better. I don't know. I don't know if that's the same as in your opinion, but they are so much fun to just play around with. I dig it. The Yeti Bear? I don't know. Let's call him Yetz Magetz or something like that. Or Frank Stallone the Yeti. That's cool too. Thanks, GD Cloud Fighter. Much appreciated. Drawing on a whiteboard. That's cool, Mega Fan. The whiteboard stuff, like drawing with Sharpies and stuff like, or not Sharpies, but like, what's the word I'm looking for? The erasable things. Not, what's it called? Like dry erase markers is so much fun, but it's so sad that it gets like wiped away, you know? All right, we're going to get out the bigger brush for this. And let's see, this is number 2. Give us a bigger area. And that's nice. And that's delightful. Let's get that in there. I like the orange. I thought it would offset good with his green skin, because Black Lagoon Pizza, say what you will about the taste of their anchovy-covered pizzas, they are fashion conscious, guys. They really are. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yets Magets. Good deal. And drawing a rocket ship launching. Cool. That is pretty neat. Did anyone catch that SpaceX launch? Is so good. I've been waiting for cool rocket ships since the 1950s, you guys. And it's finally coming. It's finally coming to life. I'm so excited. All right, let's get his hat put in. And there we go. We can do that later. We can fill in the shadows later. Now let's get to work on these cool board shorts. Hello, XX Lakota 08. How you doing today? I know, right? It's incredible. And it's so cool because it's like I watch all these crazy movies from the 50s with like rocket ships in them, and you know, from the 60s, and like now it's reality. And I think that's like, I don't know. I'm amazed, and I think that's cool as heck. Vets Magets should have icy blue eyes, Bear Bear. That's my opinion, at least. I know, right? It's amazing, and it's like, it just blows my mind that human beings have been able to, pardon my French here, math the shit out of it to get those booster rockets to do that, to land like that's incredible. Like, I don't know. I'm like amazed that that's even something possible, you know? That's so cool. It's so neat. Oh, cool, Mega Fan. Photography? Awesome. What kind of camera do you want to get? All right, and let's get these board shorts put in. Like so. How do I send Yets Magets? Bear, you can private message me on Facebook. If you are not attached to me on Facebook, look up Colin Richards Art. And there I am. Okay. Hey, bud, your pizza's here. Extra anchovies just like you ordered. I didn't order extra anchovies for the last damn time. Every pizza from Black Lagoon comes with extra anchovies, bro. Quit harshing my buzz, man. Just take your pizza. So good. I know, right, Lakota? That is I want to say my favorite food of all time. So my wife is in Spain right now, and she tells me the other day that she's at a restaurant and they bring out they just bring this out and they're like, here you go, here's a thing, it's like a local dish, and we just like, here's a little sampler of it basically, right? She's like, okay, cool, what is it? Well, it's caviar, fish eggs, and they're like somehow congealed into this, basically like a ball of oil. Like it retains its ball shape on the spoon, and it's just tiny, this little thing. Right? So it retains its like orb shape on the spoon until you put it in your mouth and it like melts, and your mouth is filled with like olive oil and fish eggs. Like this bomb goes off in your mouth of olive oil and fish eggs. And that's served with potato chips seasoned with lemon. And I'm thinking to myself, my God, like, that sounds horrendous, you know? Like, here's what I don't understand with food. There comes a point in time, I think, in any endeavor, when you just stop and you realize that the peak thing has been made of it. You know? And like, pizza is the perfect food. So, once they invented pizza, why did they feel the need to invent more food? That's the problem. Then you get the fish egg oil ball thing. I don't know. They just should have... Quit trying to invent new foods, everybody. Just pizza is it. That's it. That's all we got. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Hello, Victor, as well. Jared. Ugh. The fish egg oil bomb thing. I don't know, guys. Just stop with pizza. Pizza. You know, you nailed it. You're good. All right. We got pizza delivering creature from the Black Lagoons board shorts colored in here. A little lighter there. Let's hit him with the water. We'll use the bigger brush for that. It's a bigger space. Pizza's good, and just like Black Lagoon Pizza pushing their anchovies, I like anchovies. I do. I dig it. I don't know. It's a good flavor. Not too much. Like, if you're going to put extra anchovies on something, you kind of lose me there. But just a regular old amount of anchovies, decent. I'm down with it. Jared, I guess that's true, man. I guess that's true. If you grew up eating, like, you know, interesting or weird things, then you'd probably be used to it. You guys, I love pizza, but I do like trying different foods. But the fish egg oil thing, I don't know about that. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think I might have to draw the line there. The lemon flavored potato chips, maybe. Okay, let's get this on there. I might have to define these a little bit better here coming up. Pickled eggs. Yeah. It's like, do you ever have a pickled pig's foot? Like, they'll have them at, like, old bars on occasion. Ugh. I don't know, man. I think that's an acquired taste. But I know a lot of guys swear by it. Oh, yeah, man. I like to have a couple pickled pig's feet with, like, my beer and whiskey. And it's, ooh. And Lakota. Let's see. Okay, so what I am doing is I have the broadcaster I use is called XSplit. All one word, XSplit. And from there, it's broadcasting to a place called Restream.io. So once the broadcast goes from XSplit to Restream, Restream splits it to send it to YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. And I then have a thing called, it's the Restream.io chat application, which is open on my laptop, and that collects the chats from each place, from Mixer, YouTube, and Twitch, and it puts them in one window that I can look at, and then I have it set so that that window then outputs to the side of the screen in XSplit. So it sounds complicated, but once you get into it, it's not that bad. So I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm doing for it. All right, I missed a couple things in chat here. Let's back it up, folks. Let me take a look. Kevin, if I was not sick, I would do a personal pan pizza with Halls on it. Because as we know, Halls, hashtag please sponsor me. Halls are the best. I would do that if I was feeling like just perfectly good. No problems. No problems. Somebody get in touch with somebody from Halls and tell them to sponsor me, please. Okay. Fair enough, Jared. Fair enough. Yeah, I hear you on that. They don't look very good. I don't know how, to each their own. But, ooh. Ugh. I don't know if I could do it, man. The pickled pig's feet. Thank you, Mega Fan. The pants, yeah, I think they're turning out pretty good. Kind of rough, but that's okay. And Bear Yeti fur tips are ice blue. I like it. If you want to make them pop, maybe do brown, like a brown or a black or even a gray. All right, so these sides are in shadow, so they're kind of bluish. I don't know how much. That's a little too blue for me. We'll add in some white later. And then, of course, how could we forget? He's got to have black on his logo on his shirt and his hat. Good deal. There we go. Let's see here. Need the thinner brush for that. So this is coming along good. I like this. Creature from the Black Lagoon, Pizza Delivery Man. He's out there delivering pies to the hungry folks of Venice Beach. You know what? You know what, guys? Maybe the only thing stopping the toxic waste werewolf from destroying humanity is the Creature from the Black Lagoon pizza guy. I don't know. I'm just throwing that little bomb out there, but maybe they could fight. I don't know. All right, let's lighten that load a little bit. This white barely does anything, but I guess every little bit helps, right? ba, 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 ba. I know, Jared, right? Delicious. Mike, what kind of question is that? Of course the creature from the Black Lagoon knows how to use nunchucks. He's like an 8th Dan in Okinawan blood jiu-jitsu. I mean, that's just straight up creature fact. Actually, that's a good call. We got to put Nunchaku in his back pocket because he's got to defend if he's out on the job and somebody does not want to give him a tip. Or the toxic waste werewolf gets a hold. So Nunchaku here. Yeah, BO Mega Fan, I totally get it too. You know, it actually was a while before I started to want to do this. You know, and if that never changes for you, that's okay too. You know, like if you never want to broadcast your work, that's totally fine. I get it. There we go. Yeah, that's one of the things they said, if I'm remembering, in the first Creature from the Black Lagoon movie, is they were like, he's an antediluvian fish man. My God, he might be tens of thousands of years old. I think he knows how to use nunchucks very efficiently. Now, the Creature from the Black Lagoon is, of course, a practitioner of the Japanese style of martial arts, karate and what have you. While Dracula is clearly a practitioner of kung fu, like myself, as can be seen, what do we got here? As can be seen in the classic film Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires, where Dracula escapes to ancient China, where he has a kung fu battle with 7 warriors. Look at that guy. 7 kung fu warriors, and Peter Cushing also is along for the ride. Good stuff, you guys. Good stuff. Pardon me. Mega Fan, I do use Prismacolor. I like them. These are the ink tints that we're using now. They are by Derwent, but I do have sitting here a whole thing of Prismacolor watercolor pencils, which I like. Let's see here. Trisectional staff. That's a Chinese weapon, Kevin. Trisectional staff is Kung Fu original, just like the meteor hammer. And so that would be used by Dracula, uses the trisectional staff. And yeah, you do got to carry weapons for tip. And yes, Lakota, that is why you tip, man. You don't want any of those nunchuck-wielding pizza delivery guys who are also classic Universal monsters to get a hold of you. Bad things would happen. Bad things would happen. Be Omega Fan, I was wondering, I take pictures of my artwork always, though? Do you? You would know. No, I get you. It's not a question. But that's cool, yeah. I do, especially if you're doing stuff on like a whiteboard, like you'd said, or stuff like that. You always got to watch. It's always good to keep a record so you can see like how you've progressed, or even to critique your own stuff, try to get better. Giving the Yeti some scars. Bear, nice. Should the Yeti have a weapon? You know what? Yeah. I mean, I don't know which one right now. I'm going to say either hook swords or a shepherd's staff. You know, one of the ones with like the crook at the end of it. One of those two, or maybe just like a rocket launcher. Like, it's not good for, you know, little tiny skirmishes, but man, it does the job what it needs to. Okay. Hang on here. Alrighty. It's got a nice rain out there. It's really relaxing to listen to, you guys. Give him a katana, right on. Alright guys, Black Lagoon Pizza. They're out delivering. Let's give a nice little silhouetted palm tree in the background there. And I'm going to do that in purple because I feel like it. You know? Purple's the color. I don't know why, but it is. Yoink. I don't know if you guys can hear that rain coming through the microphone, but it's like the most soothing thing. Ah, so relaxing. All right. An ice katana, nice. Also one of my favorite weapons from a Final Fantasy game. Nah, I don't know if the ice katana's in Final Fantasy, but it should be. But also, Yeti's wielding ice katanas. Next level, Bear. I love it. Alright. Look at that. Beauty. Black Lagoon Pizza's on the case, folks. Easy, bro. Don't make me break out the chucks. Alright, let's wet this and just dab it up. Get that little orange streak off of there as best we can. I don't think it's going to come. Alright, let's try this one. Wet the area, dab it up. Nope, no dice. Oh well, whatever. We're just screwing around. And then let's do a nice orange sun up in the top. And because I'm being lazy, we're not going to freehand this sucker. We're going to get templating. Like so. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, Lakota, I don't know if you guys can hear it, although Kevin can somehow hear my guinea pigs through my microphone. But it's so soothing. It's wonderful. Hello, Bee Killer. And Mega Fan, that's awesome. Let's get that rolling in there. For funsies. let's finish this up. A little liquid water, which I guess all water is liquid, unless it's ice or gaseous mist. Okay. Either way, let's top this sucker off. Creature from the Black Lagoon delivering pizza. Extra anchovies. Watch the chucks, bro. Watch the chucks. All right, guys. That is good. There we go. Let me center that up for you. I think that turned out a lot of fun. Good stuff. You're a bit... Dude. What was that? No, that was... Kevin, that... He doesn't have a Porsche. He works on the salary of a guy who delivers pizzas. This guy has a Porsche. Right there. Thordar Rathlonson. When we made up our D&D character, that's who we made up. A.K.A. Whisper of the Whim. A.K.A. Jim. He's got a bitchin' Porsche and his dad's a lawyer. Good times, everybody. Good times. Okay. I think we're going to wrap this thing up there, guys. Get some dinner. And then I may come back on later tonight. I don't know. But if you see me, feel free to stop by. Bear, good call on social media. I am at... I'll see if I can throw it in the chat here. I am at facebook.com/ColinRichardsArt. There we go. I am at youtube.com/markersandmonsters. Twitch.tv/ColinRichardsArt. Mixer.com. I think. I don't even know what my Mixer URL is. Oh, God. Mixer.com/ I need to change this name because it's just my old name. Mystic_Colin. If it's not coming up in YouTube, I'll have to get it out there then for you guys. I know it's coming on Twitch. Let's see here. Whoa. What are we doing? The YouTube chat just went absolutely bananas, and I don't know why. And then, let's see. I'm also on DeviantArt.com/ColinRichards. So I'll see if I can throw those in the YouTube chat here as well for you folks. You guys on Mixer should have got them. Thank you, Lakota. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you all for joining in. I had a blast today. It was like just fun to hang out and draw some stuff and just, I don't know, just have some fun, you know. But let's see. Something's making noise for me. There we go. There we're good. And let's see here. I will look into Discord, Bear. I will. And the Watch Together here, Bee Killer. I'll pop that open. I've never seen this kind of thing. Pick a nickname. Colin the Great. No ego, folks. No ego. And let me pause that real quick. All right, guys, thank you all for coming by. That's it for today. Like I said, if I feel like popping on a little bit later after I get some dinner, talk to my wife, clean up in the house, stuff like that, I might do that. But really appreciate you all stopping by. So till the next time, folks, we'll catch you on the flip-flop. 90s style. Out.